Okay. So note implementation, which means yes, note, SAP note. So what is this note implementation here? So in our existing system, if any bug fixes, if any bug fixes in our existing system here, so that will be fixed using the this note implementation here. So why? Because ours are the running systems, running real-time systems, running so real-time system here, SAP note implementation here, running real-time systems here. So in case of any errors, so it's a basis team to implement that nodes. We have to fix that nodes here. We have to implement that note here. Note means it's a knowledge base article or the correction instructions. Knowledge base or correction instruction here. Using yes node to transaction code, you have to implement the we have to implement the correction instruction. The corrections we have to implement the corrections in our SAP system. Why? Because some issues are some nodes. So suppose example in our system. Let's talk about in our system here. So let's see what will happen. You are working in the system, you are missing some functionality, or there are a lot of dumps in the SAP system. You are missing some functionality, then you are missing the some errors you are facing here in the SAP system. You are missing or some errors you are facing the SAP systems here, right? So in that case, so you are missing something. You are facing the some errors, some runtime dumps, functionality error, syntax errors you are facing. You as part of the troubleshooting, you find like there are some errors. You need to fix that errors here. Then in that case, we have to implement the note. Like you are searching. If you go to the knowledge base article here, so we have the SAP site, right? We go to the SAP standard site here. There we can search the problem, or if you Google it also nowadays, your notes are coming. Notes, SAP notes are coming here. So that note we have to go to SAP. That note we have to go to the here. We have to implement it here. Go to the yes note transaction code, right? So there we need to implement the notes here. We have to implement the notes here. Means just uh, we have to download the note. We have to provide the note number. Why? Because each and every issue there is a SAP already they will release the bug fixes or corrections, they will release it. So that note we have to implement it. But some notes are directly we can implement it. Some notes will tell you some notes will tell you what are the what are the issue, what are the solution, what are the steps we have to pass here. Means what are the steps we need to follow to fix it. Means resolution steps they will mention. They will mention the resolution steps. So that if you follow that resolution notes here, if we follow that resolution notes, then we can fix the issue. Those are the corrections. Those are the knowledge based knowledge manual corrections. Manually, we need to correct it. Some are the correction instructions here, which means we need to upload the note into SAP system. So that object or whatever it may be, that will be changed here. That will be changed here. That is the correction instructions here. There are the two types of notes are there. One is the knowledge base, means they will provide the resolution steps and everything. Some remaining all are the correction instruction. Those correction instructions we have to implement in our SAP systems. We have to implement in our SAP systems here using the yes no to transaction code. We have to implement it. That is what we have to do it in the systems, right? So how to find out are these errors? What are the those things required? So normally you are facing some issues here. Suppose like so, let's see. Let's find out the some errors here. Okay, we will see the some errors systems. Suppose basis delete the errors. We will just checking the some known errors here. Operational mode switch is happened, which triggered. So we can see some errors, program error, line event. There is some errors here. Okay, there are the some errors in the our SAP systems here. Right. So what we are going to do, we need to check related error, related thing. Is there any bug or error is released or not? If you Google it here, you will get the some notes, message type exceptions. You will get the similar some notes. You will get it out in the SAP community. You will get the some errors here, right? You will get the some information how to fix it out, what type of issues you will fix the some information you will get it out. Sometimes if you search the same, if you search the same thing in the SAP site here, in the SAP knowledge base, support knowledge base here, you will get the note number here. Note number here means SAP already released the correction instructions. Corrections means if you implement that note, your issue may be fixed here. So your issue will be fixed here. See here, they are the note number. They are the notes here. See here, they are the note here. If you open this note, if you open this note, SAP note here, so it will provide the corrections with the medium priority. So then these are the some corrections are released here. In 2017, they have released it here. So what is that solution? So using this SNOTE, implement the correction instruction or import the support pack. Either you can import the support packs, means update the your SAP system, or just implement the your correction instructions. You can implement it here. Correction instructions, we can implement it here. So ours is the 750, means this is the note which is applicable for us. This is the note which is applicable. Then so we can select this node, this node. So like suppose example, we can we can go with this node, right? So then go to the SAP system. S note transaction code. S note is the node transaction code here. S note. Then here just download the node. Download the node. Click on the download. It will be downloaded automatically. But this required the your system to be integrated into the SAP backbone. Means your system is integrated to the SAP. Your SAP system, your training SAP system is integrated to the SAP systems here. So then not only you can download the notes here, automatically can directly from the system, you can download it here, right? Ours are the training system. There is no backbone connection. So backbone connection, if we want to backbone connection router, there is a lot of configuration we have to do it. So we don't have that connection. Then what we can do for that type of customer, SAP given the, so one more solution that is called the manually upload the note, which means the first you need to download the note, means whatever the issue we have, that will be fixed. If you download the note will be downloaded here. The note is downloaded here. Then go to the upload note. Go to the upload the note, means manual. If you want to download, you can download. Otherwise, go to the here, just upload the note, just upload the note. Then the note will be loaded to the SAP system here. The note will be loaded to the SAP system. Then once it is loaded, we will come to know whether this note is applicable or this note can be implemented or cannot be implemented in our systems. It will give you the information. So before that also we can check it out. Before that also we can check it out here by checking the this component version. By checking the component version, we can come to know this note is related to the SAP basis component. So these are the following versions here. These are the following versions. This note is applicable here, right? So what we can do, let's see. So once it is implemented here, you have, once it is implemented, means it is loading. The note is loading to the your SAP systems here. The note is loading here. Once it is loaded, then in the display, in the new section, it will be displayed like this can be implemented or this cannot be implemented. It will give you the status here. So this note is like a symptoms like a network. This transaction receive functions, the no menus are displayed in the role type, something like a some program error. This is category like a program error. This is released for the customer. So this is the correction instructions we have to implement it here. The solution they have given what we have to do and everything here. Otherwise, the manual corrections we have to implement it. So this is loaded. If we go to the here, see here, this is the role. This is the note which is applicable for our system, right? This is the node. Why? Because so 246291, right? 2462,891. So now this node, so before only we have identified this node is applicable for our system. Why? Our component version is the 750. This is applicable here, right? Support packs version also it is applicable. Then we are good here, right? We are good. So this node is applicable our system based upon the, so some system this is not applicable because of this correction instructions are not valid. So your component version is mismatching. Then that time it will come like a this notice cannot be implemented like that. This is implemented, so can be implemented. Then select this node, click on the implement this node here. Implement this node here. We can implement this node here. So there is a manual corrections also there. Manual correction means some manual steps also we have to do it. So that information, so they have given what to do and everything here. That is fine. Just confirm. Click on the next button. Then execute. Do you want to read the note? Yes, I have read the note. Okay. So it will ask the transport request number. So then we have to record the changes into the transport request. Why? Because transport request you are doing the ECD, you can import the same note to ECP system as well, other system as well here, right? Why? Because the changes we can record it. Note implementation also we can record the changes into the transport request. So this transport request we can move the changes to the other systems we can import. It means so you no need to implement in the all the systems. If one system you can implement in the one non-production like development, then you can import to the, see here what are the changes are going to apply. The new object which is coming like a this one, some changes are happening in the existing objects, right? Just click on the OK button. Then this changes will be implemented in our systems. Just click on the OK button. There is a activation error got occurred, but because there is a manual steps we have to follow. If you don't follow the manual steps here, see here, there is a table type. So activate it here. S11, create the following table type here, SUSR. Then we need to activate. There is a steps we have to follow it here. There are the some steps we have to follow it here. That's why they have given the these steps here. So maintenance messages SE91. There are the something we have to implement in our systems. Something we have to implement it here. So then click on the OK button. So once we implement the manual notes, pre-works and everything, so then the note is successfully will be implemented. Note means that related corrections will be there. The corrections will be implemented. See, the note got implemented correctly. So what is that note? So there is a note number. This is the note. Let's check the status of this note. Go to the yes note. Here, note browser completely implemented. Means just now we have successfully implemented. So what we got it by implementing this note, there is a new functionality, new objects, there is a new transaction code. I think we got it. There is a new transaction code that is called the role CMP. Is it like so if you go ahead and check this one, no, not this role CMP. Yes. So there is a new comparison, new compare role transaction got implemented. By implementing this note, we got the new functionality that is called the role CMP, the transaction code, we got it here. So here we can compare the roles, all the roles we can compare it here. This is the transaction code. So this new functionality we got in SAP system. But before that, we don't have this option. Now we got this option, which means so whatever the role is there, so that option we got it here. Okay. So that is the so one thing here. So as part of this note, sometimes we may have to improve the manual corrections. Something we have to do it. That as per the steps we have can follow it. Go to SEAT copy, something like that. We can perform it here. So note means corrections, issues in your system, some bug fixes in your system. As part of this one, if anything we have to implement it, we can implement it here, right? We can SAP implementation, SAP note implementation, we can perform it here. Any issues, we can do that one note here. So this service, this implementation service is designed to help the business benefits from the latest corrections and enhancement. So this will help to customers to perform the some automated corrections. We can implement it, the manual coding corrections. So deliver to our solutions. We can do that one using this note implementation here. This note implementation. So some set of instructions that will remove the known errors from the systems. So which means known errors will be removed, new functionalities will be introduced, same as like now new functionality we have implemented. So that will be implemented in our systems here. So in our system also, we see there is a, let me see here, we have some notes. Yeah, some SAP notes are there here. These notes we can implement it. Here also we have some notes. Let me keep these notes into here. So we have some notes are there here. I will keep into the SAP yes notes. Okay, so let's see what is this note is for. Let me try to implement this note here. Right, so go to the yes note transaction code. So it will fix the known errors, implement the new enhancements, new corrections. It will remove the known errors from the systems here using the yes note. So we can implement it here, right? So it will benefit, it will be the business benefit from the latest SAP corrections and enhancement will be included in the systems here. Go to, let me check whether it's already there or not here. So I'm checking whether this already implemented or not. Yeah. So this is already completely implemented here. So not this one. 2468. Oh, why we get again? Oh, this is we got it already. Let me check one more thing here. Two six one three two 26132. So this is not implemented. Maybe there may be a note here, I think. So let me try to upload the note. Let me try to upload the note 132. Okay, 3026132. Let me upload this note to see whether this can be implemented or not. So we have to normally real time. You no need to manually download it here. Just go to folder, download, and click on the implement button. That's it. You manually no need to go to each and every note download. Not required to download it here. Not required to download it here. But here, the practical side, we don't have the backbone connection. That's why. So we are so doing this work manually. Manually, we are doing this one here. So this is uploaded. Let me check. It's not applicable for our system. for the MAD dot table. This is for S4 systems, not applicable for any SAP system. Even our S4 system also, the procedure is same. The procedure is same here. We have to implement it here in the S4 system also. We can do the this kind of implementation. We can perform it here. So the our S4 system as well here. So any system, the S note is the transaction code. Using the transaction code, we can implement the notes here. Same transactions will work in the any system, either ECC or NetView or any SAP above systems. We have to do the S note. So no transaction codes, we have to implement it. So here you can see it, what are the nodes are implemented. See this node. This node also can be applied. So implemented nodes, it will come as a right mark. So can be implemented, you will get a place symbol. Cannot be implemented, you will get a some gray signal, gray symbol here. Then select it, click on the implement the system. Select it and click on the implement it here. Select and click on the implement it here.
Sir, tick means is it implemented?
Which one?
Tick.
Ah,
Green tick mark.
tick mark means it's implemented, completely implemented. Means
Okay.
that functionality already there in our system. This means can be implemented. Means it's going to be implemented. We are going to implement that button. That is the can be implemented here. So, so this color means this is not applicable for our system. Why? Because due to the version mismatch or something like that, right? If you see here, this cannot be implemented, which means which version is this here? This is only different support pack release. Different support pack release, I think here. So that is the reason this is not applicable for the our version here, right? So that is the corrections are not applicable. So this cannot be implemented. We can after uploading we can see it here, or before also we can see it here. Before also we can see it here by checking the what are the software component is applicable here. What are the corrections? So all those things we can check it out here. We can check it out here. Like that we can find out. Suppose in our system, suppose like you are seeing some errors. Let me find out the some errors in the ST22. Nothing there here. ECD system. This is a S4 system. Let's see in the retriever systems here. Normally, when you are working daily, so you may face the some issues, some errors. So that time we can see it here what went wrong and everything. So we can fix it out. Those errors and everything we can fix it out here. So what we can do here. So same note. Let me see. Let me import into the same note in a different SID. So transport, we can move it by moving the transport, the node changes will be implemented. So otherwise manually each and every node. So let's go to the here, then upload the note here, we can upload the notes here, we can upload it here. So this is the note, right? We downloaded. Let's me import this one. This can be implemented. So same issue will be fixed in NW1 system as well, right? So this means, so if the new enhancements are required, that will come as part of the this node. If any errors are there, that will be fixed. Some nodes are not like that. Some nodes are like a manually. Some nodes are like a manually. We have to, so we have to implement it. Suppose like example. So let's see the one more note here. What will come? So some nodes solution implement the attached corrections, or some nodes they will tell you like fixing. Suppose like if you any issues here, what you can do, you can type it here like some shade. Suppose you are facing some issue, runtime errors, right? So operating system call errors. Operating system call error. Then you will see the operating system call errors, right? You will see the errors shopping cart dynamics scroll. You will see the lot of nodes here. See here, lot of nodes you got it here. So what are the program error here? You can filter it out. What are the program errors here in that? So in that one, what are the GRC related component? What are the SAP notes here, which we can implement it here? So this is a something like a some program to reprocess the field records. Let's see what is this exactly. So here you can see mass import of the tickets solution implement the attached correction here. See, this is not applicable, I guess, right? Why? Because this is a IS oil related component. This is the version. So what we have to do? Download by checking the component version, we can identify. Otherwise, by going to the here itself, by going to the yes, by after importing the node, so our system will give you the information where this can be implemented or not here, right? This is the node. Some this is the one of the component information node, right? So let's see what will happen. Why? Because this is the IS oil. These are the component versions. This is applicable, right? So this is like a some mass processing of the LDC failed tickets, mass processing. So mass processing of the some of the tickets are something like this here. So if you implement this node, you can able to process the mass processing. That issue will be fixed here. That is applicable for the IS oil related component here, right? So that is uploading. That is uploading here.
But how do you know, sir, the which error and related to download to in the note?
Yeah, we need to actually study. If you are facing this type of error symptoms, you will see the symptom here. So error symptom means if you are facing this type of error, this note is applicable for us. But before that, whether these corrections are matching to our system or not, our
Okay.
system or not, we need to check. So whether
Only
this is
so
component.
only when okay only we are see when we are getting some error, then only we can integrate this. You have to go and download it based
Yeah,
on the error
yeah,
identification.
yeah. We need to review first rote. We have to study. So see means
Okay.
study means we need to check whether this is applicable or not our component. Then similar error. Yes, we are having the similar error. Then check this is applicable by checking the component. By checking the component, we need to check this is applicable or not, right?
Okay.
So then our component version also same. Then this is applicable for the our version. So because it's
Yeah,
a
then only we can
yeah,
inside that you can click on the okay.
yeah, just
So apart from if it is any new development is comes, so how do you know that, say, as a basis concern has to implement that new components that help up the import or export? Otherwise you can do it here. You download it and import it.
we can download and we can import it.
Okay.
There is
Both
a
you can do it, no, sir?
suppose like if you want to update the components, update you have to do it, the patches and everything. That is a
Okay.
separate procedure. And the spam are saying some upgrade we have to do it. So not something we have to update. So only we don't have any like approval to update the components. Why? Because collection of nodes are called the one patch. If you update the patch, the bulk mass nodes will be implemented in your systems. So which means you
Okay.
no need to, if you apply the patch, you don't need to implement the node. But patch approval, if there is a downtime is required, we will not get we will not get only the some small bug fixes that one or one or some bug fixes that we can implement the nodes. Node implementation, we can do that one. By implementing the node, you will get the new functionalities, new programs, existing bug corrections, code corrections, all those things will come in our systems.
In the patchwork.
Yes. So this note is not applicable. So whatever the note, this program not applicable because of the version mismatching. IS oil. So let's see what is the IS oil related component version in our system here. IS. Is it there? Is it there? It's either 618. 618 here. There is no 618, right? So that is the reason this is not applicable for our release version. So that's why it's showing like a this cannot be implemented. This cannot be implemented in our systems, right? You see in the status code, this is our program to reprocess the failure records. So this cannot be implemented because of the version is mismatching. This cannot be implemented. Or before only before uploading If you check it out, then we will come to know this is not applicable. That is also one way, or after uploading also we will come to know, system will tell you this notice cannot be uploaded like that. System will tell you, which means not applicable means we don't need to apply this notes. Ignore. Then implement, you check the other notes. Like that we have to clearly check it out, all the informations, right? We need to check it out, all those things here, right? So that is the notes. So knowledge base article. You will get the notes from system, SAP systems here to process. Right? Any bug corrections, new enhancements, fixing the known errors in the SAP system. So those things we can implement it. There are the two types of notes. One is the manual corrections. So some notes, they will provide you the manual steps like, so you have to go this step, you have to go that step, and you need to fix it out, you need to switch off the setting, you need to update the patch. Sometimes you may get that type of things here. Suppose example, let's see, we'll go to the SM37 and we'll see the, so suppose like you see some jobs are failing here, right? Some jobs are failing because of what reason? SSL handshake, there is a uncertified. Okay, there is some jobs are failing. Okay, this is the cloud ALM related thing here. There is a certificate, I think, not trusted or untrusted. Okay, cloud ALM related jobs. Okay, our systems are integrated to the cloud ALM. We have some other batch, we are discussing about the BTP. So we have integrated. So some heartbeat jobs are failing here because of the certificate error. See here, 443 failed. So which means, let's me Google it. I don't know what to do, but so like if you Google it here, then see here, we got the error. So we got the one note here. Certificate is not trusted. See here, similar error, right? So certificate is untrusted. So this kind of error we got it. Let's see what is happening here. What is the solution they have given, right? It is linked to the your SAP service marketplace only. Again, it will generate the one note. Note will be there. What means this note already knows, SAP knows this type of error. They have already released the bug fixes here. Let's see. See here. So here symptom is, this is the one. Reproducing issue here. Cause resolution. Please import the certificates mentioned in the transaction code trust to solve the untrusted error. Means, so whatever the certificates are there, they are asking you to import that certificates. Import that certificate to fix the error. Which means if you go to the trust, there is a certificates here. We have to import the some certificates here, right? So, okay, that certificates we have to import it in our systems here, that they are asking us to implement it here. Then we have to import the certificates in the trust certificates. So which means this is the manual correction. Means manually we need to, manually we need to follow the steps here. Manually we need to follow the steps. So manually we need to follow the steps. This is the knowledge base article, knowledge, right? So in this note, we have to follow the steps here. They have provided the steps here. In these steps, if you follow, our issue will be fixed here. Our issue will be fixed. So our issue will be steps. So resolution, download the notes, then import the notes, download the notes and import the notes, like that. They are given the some steps here, right? So this resolution column, they have given the steps. If you follow here, right? So this is the knowledge base article. They have given the some solutions here. So if it can be implement knowledge base article, these all are the knowledge base articles here. If it can be implemented, then you will get the message like, so download the node, something like that, which means that nodes can be directly implemented in our SAP systems here, right? So this is the way we can implement the nodes in our SAP systems here. Either S4 or any systems, we can implement the systems. Okay, that is the knowledge base article nodes. So I will place some of the nodes here. If you want, you can implement it here. Okay. In the ECD NW1, you can implement it. Let me find out the nodes here. What are the nodes we have here? Let